Hello viewers, welcome to yet another episode from Crickville Presents Cover Point with the dashing opener, former Indian captain Chika. Thanks a lot Chika for your time. Moving on to yet another team which just flattered to deceive is Kolkata Knight Riders over here Chika. Kolkata Knight Riders looked a power-packed team on paper but not so on field.
Yes, I think they are suddenly struggling. I can't believe it. I just can't believe they lost to Kings 11 Punjab, just a small total of 130 odd runs. The kind of batting lineup they have. Man, I think there's something wrong there also. Again, Yusuf Pathan is not firing for them. Yusuf is a great 2020 cricketer. But you can't blame it only on Yusuf Pathan. The top order themselves are struggling. Jack Carlis is not scoring. Okay, one match Gautam Gambhir scored. Then Manoj Tiwari has to come up. So, I think again, what is the problem with them is they all believe that somebody else will do it. Sometimes it's always better not to have too many big stars in the team. And one more thing, boss, the Calcutta wicket also, man, I think they'll have to do something about the wicket. I mean, it's totally a spin-oriented wicket. I mean, you can't expect much on the Calcutta wicket. Even though Gautam Gambhir says, I won't blame the wicket, I will blame the wicket. And if the ball is going to keep turning right square from ball number 1, and what do you expect the batsman to do? I mean, you need to have a little bit of a contest between the bat and the ball. On those kind of wickets, there's no contest. The problem in India is either we know how to prepare only flat tracks or turning tracks. We don't know how to prepare a sporting track. And that's the thing. And for Punjab, Kings 11 Punjab, again, everything to gain, nothing to lose, because they want two games like that. Again, they don't have a big side, they don't have big stars. Adam Gilchrist is struggling. Everybody is struggling. Nobody is firing for them at the bat. But still they won a couple of matches with low totals.
That's always been the nature of such teams, Kings 11 or Rajasthan. They've been considered the underdogs. It's a blessing in disguise for them. But coming to Kolkata, do you think they're a bit confused about what to look at as their strength? Probably they have Jacques Kallis, they have Brett Lee who are fast bowlers, and you prepare square turners like this. Do you think it's being a bit unfair, or KKR a bit confused about what their strengths are?
I think you're right. I think they don't know what to do. Whether to play Brett Lee or Shakib Al Hasan. I think Shakib Al Hasan obviously will be the first choice. Now, then in the top order, they are going with 10 Descothick. I mean, I don't know. I still feel Brendan McCullum is a better choice. Man, Brendan McCullum is an international cricketer. And why he played 10 Descothick in 11? Okay, Brendan McCullum might have failed in 1 or 2 innings earlier on. But then again, Brendan McCullum is the kind of a guy who can win matches single-handed like this. I think they should play Brendan McCullum and say, give him the license to kill and say, boss, you do whatever you want. You just go do whatever you want and just do it. And then McCullum and Jack Kallis should open. Probably number 3 Gambhir, 4 Manoj Tiwari, and then they have Yusuf Pathan, the other middle order batsman, and then go on with it. But I think they're confused again in the batting order. I think they cannot keep tampering too much with this. And again, see, Balaji did not play. I was quite surprised. Unadkat played instead of Balaji. For what?
Especially when he got 4 wickets in the previous game and bowled like a gem.
And I think that's why I think they are the 4 foreign cricketers. They should be playing a Kallis, Brendan McCullum, Shakib Al Hasan, and then probably Brett Lee. I think this should be the combination. I think they are not doing that. I think they have to come back to this combination. Then they have, of course, Yusuf Pathan who can bowl a few spinners. Then somebody else can come and fill in the gap and bowl a few more overs.
But having said that, Sunil Narine picked up 5 wickets. Gem of a bowler. He seems to be the Ajanta Mendes of then. He seems to be pretty unreadable off and on the pitch.
That's right. I think Sunil Narine as an off-spin. Then you make a choice between Shakib Al Hasan and Sunil Narine. It's a difficult thing. Because I tell you why Brett Lee is important. Otherwise, the medium pace attack looks very, very slim. Then they have to depend totally on spinners. And that's why they are preparing the spinning tracks.
True. So, Chika, finally, your thoughts on how KKR can probably go the same route as CSK, because they seem a fabulous team who surely make it to the finals. Your thoughts on KKR in the coming week?
As I said, I think if I was the captain, I will play Brendan McCullum with 11. Okay, it will be a tough choice between Sunil Narine, Shakib Al Hasan and Brett Lee, 2 of them to play. Which 2 to play? Okay, I'll go by the teams to team after team, depending on what side you're playing in the opposition. Fair enough. I mean, if it's going to be a team which cannot play good medium pace, then bring in Brett Lee. If it's a team that cannot play good spin, then play Shakib Al Hasan. But Sunil Narain is extraordinary. Nobody knows how to read him. So I think I will play Sunil Narain.
True, that's the word from the dashing opener Krishnamachari Srikanth. Thanks a lot, Chika, for your time. Hope to catch you another episode, and hoping that KKR will do the Corbo Lobo Jito and win this tournament, or get at least to the finals, because they've got a fantastic time. Thanks a lot, and hope to catch you on another episode of Cover Point.